going on, everybody? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews. In today's video, I wanted to go over what I think and what is some of my favorite best Dolby Atmos films to watch. Really quick before I kind of get into the video, what I would like from you guys is to just pause, and when you hear the word Dolby Atmos, I want you guys to think about what has been your favorite or some of your favorite Dolby Atmos movies that you've seen, that you've heard, that you've experienced, and that you loved. I asked that because when I thought about this video and wanted to kind of show you guys some of my favorite movies, there's so many damn good movies that have Dolby Atmos. The horror genre, wartime film genre, action, even driving genre. I don't know if that's even a damn genre, but movies that really focus on the driving aspect, like Gran Turismo, films like that. And I could do like 3 videos, maybe more. But I just really love making these type of videos. I was kind of thinking of like making the ultimate video, like the definitive video for Dolby Atmos for people. So if I'm truly being honest, I don't know where the hell this video is gonna go, but I appreciate you guys clicking on the video and going on the journey and just letting me show you guys some of my favorites and just me talking in general. So the first one is I'm gonna cheat a little bit in the beginning of these, because it's my video. But I'm going with the Matrix anthology, or 4-film set. This is just an amazing experience. The Matrix is so good in Dolby Atmos. Oh my goodness, man. Bullet time and the bass, it's just fantastic. The helicopter scene when it crashes into the building, the glass shatters. I mean, just when Trinity, the first time that she, in the very beginning of the movie, there's that bullet time, I guess. That is just simply amazing. That immersive experience, the explosion in the elevator. I mean, damn, this simply amazing. So, and all of these films are good with the Dolby Atmos, but for me, The Matrix is just amazing. So that's how I'm starting off the video, is the Matrix. The whole dang MonsterVerse movies, man. I love Godzilla King of the Monsters. I think this is one of the best Dolby Atmos experiences I've had at home. It's just simply amazing. Another great one that, I watched because at the time of filming this, the new Godzilla movie, Godzilla and Kong movie just released. So I watched all 4 of these, and Godzilla versus Kong, that is just an amazing at-home experience as well. I mean, just the subtle sounds of the height channels, the big explosions of when, Kong and Godzilla meet for the first time. Fantastic. And all of these too are just great experiences. This one's a really cool at-home experience as well. And so I just love them. Those action films, thunderous bass, man. Oh, guys, I'm a cheating. The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings trilogy. These movies are just simply amazing. My favorites from the 6 movies is The Desolation of Smog. This is a very good movie in Dolby Atmos. And then, of course, I mean, the last movie on each of the trilogies are just fantastic. So immersive. The Battle of the Five Armies is very good in the Hobbit trilogy. And then, of course, we're talking about Lord of the Rings. Two Towers is very good. And as I said, the last one, The Return of the King, is just simply a wonderful in-home experience. And then I was thinking about, I love me some damn dinosaur movies. So I had to go with this is wonderful. It's just so immersive. The Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This is a great movie to listen to when the volcano erupts. All the debris is flying over them. It's fantastic movie to experience. Oh my goodness. So I wanted to start off with those really quick, just because the next few are going to be kind of like staples that many people have also listed in these type of videos, but there's a reason why they're in them like constantly. So and that is, drum roll please, Edge of Tomorrow. This will shake your damn house. The bass is crazy. Oh my goodness, man. Check the very beginning of the film is gonna rock your socks, man. Literally, the reverb from the subwoofer in the very beginning of the film is just fantastic. Always takes me by surprise every time I watch it. And then when Tom Cruise gets off the plane into the battlefield for the first time, just going in circles, the whole just action sequences in this film is simply amazing. Again, these are like these staples, and you will often see these in these type of Dolby Atmos, best of, top 10 immersive videos. Like I said, they're constantly in these for a reason. So I just wanted to briefly go over them. So Edge of Tomorrow, fantastic. Blade Runner 2049. Again, another home window shattering, thundering experience. Same thing in the beginning of the film. You will rumble the damn house with this. So highly recommend getting this. This is just one of my favorites Dolby Atmos films. And when I think of Dolby Atmos, I think of Man of Steel. Boombastic action film. Oh my goodness, man. It's just simply amazing. Again, when I thought about this video, originally I wanted to do a top 10. This would have been in it. but there's just so many films that I just wanted to go over a bunch of them. But goes without saying, Man of Steel, must own. My wife even enjoyed this experience, and that's Dune. Oh my goodness. Watched it right before seeing Dune 2, and this movie just is a banger, man. Oh my goodness. I love listening to this at home. I watch this movie multiple times a year. I just love it. I think of Dolby Atmos. I think of Dune. This to me was my favorite 4K from last year, and one of my top two favorites Dolby Atmos films to listen to last year. And I'm talking about All Quiet Along the Western Front. Oh my goodness. When you think of Dolby Atmos, you think of war films, and this to me is the best one out of all of them, and there's some damn good ones. I will go over some of them that are my favorites, but for right now, must own, amazing at home experience. Oh my goodness, so good. Aquaman. Yeah, I already went over the IMAX and gushed over the 4K transfer, but the Dolby Atmos experience is one of the best, and as good as the Man of Steel. Just simply, again, boombastic. I don't know. Amazing. One, yeah. Oh my goodness. Another one. I'm dropping some stuff here. I love this film, and I'm talking about Starship Troopers. First, I just had to show this cool steelbook, but Starship Troopers is just a fun movie, and the Dolby Atmos is just fantastic to listen to. I love it. It's one of my favorite action films of all time. Oh, amazing. Can't go without Top Gun Maverick. I love listening to this movie. The beginning of the film, when he's doing the test run, literally one of the best movies to listen to at home. Just fantastic. The Fifth Element. I love this movie, one of my favorite action films, and I'm glad that this Dolby Atmos is just as fun to listen to as the movie is fun watching. And the whole experience is just a wonderful experience. I also need to get the steelbook to this, because there's a cool steelbook. It's been out for a little while. Pacific Rim. This film is amazing. Love this action film. Oh my goodness. The kaiju's action scenes is just phenomenal. And as I stated earlier in one of my videos, that this is one of the best 4K transfers as well. So, boom. Definitely must have. I bet a majority of people have this, but that's John Wick 4. I thought this one and the original John Wick, I thought were some of the best. Dolby Atmos, I mean, all of them, really. This whole the trilogy that came out with these is just a fun and must-have experience at home. Oh my goodness, yeah, I just simply love it. So John Wick, all of them, but I really loved John Wick 4, especially when Keanu Reeves is punching the boxing bag, and the whole house is just shaking. Remember the first time watching it, my wife was like, "Turn it down." So, but yeah, so I watched a little bit, watched some of the movie later on, but yeah, wonderful in-home experience. You guys are probably like, Frank, where's Mad Max Fury Road? Boom, right here. Goes without saying, always in the best of. And as I said, there's a reason for it. I love this. Love the movie. And yeah, the sandstorms, the engines, to the car. Just bam. Just booming, man. Love it. Before I get too deep into this video, I wanted to talk about some of my favorite Dolby Atmos movies that really utilize the height channels and the directional channels in your system. And so, this is the best, if not. I mean, it's got to be number 2 or 3, but for me, it's number 1. And I'm talking about Gravity. This is the deluxe Diamond Deluxe edition, and man, it is one. It's just a gorgeous release. But holy cow, this is one of the best Dolby Atmos films I have ever experienced. The height channels is unreal. When the radio calls, when Sandra Bullock, the explosion inside the ship, just the fire engulfing her, the little debris as well. Oh my goodness. And yeah, like I said, the radio calls in the beginning of the film, or really throughout the film, it's really directional. And that was just a fun experience just to listen to it. Oh my goodness, man. If you're an audiophile, this is a must-have for your sound system. It's a wonderful experience. I'm gushing over it, man. It's just amazing. Also, some movies that really utilize the height channels are, I mentioned it before, but I'm going to briefly talk about it, is Chaos Walking. Very cool height channel experience whenever they're talking in their in their minds, and just the sounds. Yeah, highly recommend it. I mean, you can get this movie pretty cheap, but yeah, wonderful movie for the heights. The Invisible Man, very good height channel experience. The steps on the attic, the phone ringing in the attic. I mean, just wonderful heights and surround sound experience with The Invisible Man. I brought this on here just because I really remember some great scenes with the height channels with Beetlejuice, especially like with the flying around the room. I don't know if you guys had that same experience, but I really liked some of the subtle immersive scenes in this movie. And plus it's a cool movie. I mean, it's Beetlejuice. Come on now. This movie, when it was originally released, didn't have Dolby Atmos. And I'm talking about The Martian, the extended edition. This has the Dolby Atmos. I don't remember how long they re-released it to have the Dolby Atmos experience, but this movie is worth double dipping, because I think when it was originally released, it had a 7.1, but then they re-released it to have the Dolby Atmos, and this is a great sci-fi movie. I think it's one of the best, but I love this movie. Such a fun experience. Highly recommend it. This movie, Jumanji, the first one, cool scenes when the characters die. Fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just subtle height channels that make you like double check. I was like, what the hell was that? And this is one of them. So there's a few scenes that are pretty memorable like that. This actually kind of goes together with Jumanji is Ready Player One. Also one of the staples, so I should have added it to the other movies. But Yeah, same thing. When a player dies, the coins come out, and that was really cool to listen to. I mean, the first race car scene is a fun experience. Um, and again, this is a must-have. Highly recommended, of course. And if you look up best of, Ready Player One is always on there. I mentioned in one of my earlier videos the Scream collection that I have, the Scream Factory collection video, and Life Force. I loved listening to this movie. Very fun, immersive experience with the Dolby Atmos. And yeah, like I said, I think it's their best Dolby Atmos film. One of the best, but to me, it's the best. Also, when I think of Dolby Atmos, I also think of fast cars and those fun chase scenes. So, the next few are going to be some of my favorites, and that's Ford versus Ferrari. I think it's Disney's best Dolby Atmos movie. Just a fun. It's a great movie in general, but yeah, very fun experience. Baby Driver. I love this movie, and just the iPod. The music from the iPod is a character in itself in some ways, because it's just a fun movie. Great chase scenes, especially in the beginning of the film, and the music is just fun to listen to in Dolby Atmos. Highly recommend Baby Driver. Gran Turismo. I was surprised. I honestly didn't want to pick this up, but I kept on hearing that this is a fun movie, and the Dolby Atmos is just a great experience. So I got it, and man, it's a solid 10 out of 10. I love listening to this movie, and highly recommend people get Gran Turismo. Just a fun experience. Goes a little bit with Baby Driver, and that's Drive. Wow. This is one of my favorites to listen to from, I think this is my favorites, if definitely top 3 from Second Sight. I love this, obviously this release, but this movie is just so fun to listen to. And I highly recommend getting Drive from Second Sight. Hacksaw Ridge, the beginning of this film, you're probably like, Frank, where the hell is the, fun action Dolby Atmos experience? You'll get there, man. Once this movie goes into the war scenes, holy moly, you start ducking, man. You're like, boom, oh my God. Because I know when I watch this with my wife, because we love this movie, we watch it every year. But I remember the first time we saw this at home, and, I had a good sound system. The first time we watched it, my wife was like, what the hell? And I was just like this, man. I was just grinning and smiling so much because, oh my goodness, man. Hacksaw Ridge is such a beautiful film, and it's so immersive. When it gets going, you're in for a ride. So, highly recommend Hacksaw Ridge. I love this movie. Watch it every year. And that's Midway. Some of the best, if not the best, aerial scenes in any movie. Love Midway, man. Oh my goodness. I show this off the people all the time. Must own Midway. Oh my goodness. And the next ones are going to be the bass to this is crazy, man. And I'm talking about Fury. Those tanks just rumbling. Oh my goodness, man. Just shaking the walls. I love this film, and just the Dolby Atmos is fantastic. This is always in best of top 10 or at home experience. The Dolby Atmos is just wonderful. and that's Saving Private Ryan. When I, rewatch some of these films to prepare for this video, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I get so damn depressed, and because this movie is just so raw. But when you see this at home, oh my goodness, the sound is just, the bullets are just whizzing past you, like all wartime films. But I think what just really makes this so effective, is just what you're seeing on screen. You know that this is, this movie is just wonderfully directed, and the cinematography to this film, and the combining that with Dolby Atmos, it's just one of the best at home, in home experiences. Oh my goodness, I obviously recommend this movie, but man, after that Omaha beach scene, jeez, man, it's I always get so down, but it's just a beautiful film and beautiful Dolby Atmos experience. 1917, great movie. I know some people, this is some of their favorite war films. It's not mine, but the Dolby Atmos is great. Those aerial scenes, and then there's of course the battlefield scenes as well. Yeah, so highly recommend this. The flares too when they're shooting up. Oh man, yeah. So Dolby Atmos is very good on this film. My favorite to listen to is the horror genre and Dolby Atmos. Amazing, 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 amazing. And I think when you watch those type of films with Dolby Atmos, it's just a different experience. And I think sometimes it's a better experience at home than it is in the movie theater. Again, that's just my opinion. But I wanted to go over some of my favorite horror films that have Dolby Atmos. The first ones that I wanted to bring up are actually Blu-ray. And if there's more that are solely on Blu-ray, please let me know, because I will buy them. Without a doubt, I will buy them. So I'm going to bring up the first two, and that's The Conjuring 2. This is in Dolby Atmos, and this was very fun. I really wish the first one was in Dolby Atmos. It's in 5.1, but the second one is, wow, man, it is so cool to listen to. Yeah, this really, you just get so engulfed in the movie, because there's some great scare scenes. But with the Dolby Atmos, man, I might watch this movie right after making this video. Not gonna lie. So very fun, and hopefully these movies get a 4K release. But The Conjuring 2, Dolby Atmos, fantastic on Blu-ray. And another one that just released last year, and that's The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Wow. This is a boom-bastic Dolby Atmos on Blu-ray, man. Holy cow. Very fun to listen to. I love it. I definitely have caught myself watching this a few times since its release at home on Blu-ray. And so I highly recommend getting this movie, because I think you can get it pretty cheap now. And if you have a good setup, get this movie. Very fun. So those are just a couple of the Blu-rays that I am aware of that only have Dolby Atmos at home within the horror genre. So the next ones are going to be all 4K and just fantastic Dolby Atmos experiences. First one is Dr. Sleep. I love this movie so much. It's one of my favorites modern horror films. So you might see this movie in a future video. But the Dolby Atmos experience is, oh my goodness, man. I love it. Thunderous bass, Very cool, immersive sound. In the beginning of the film, you just hear some wonderful 3D effects, and I highly recommend this movie. Oh my goodness. So good. So good. Annihilation. This is a great, beautiful picture. But the Dolby Atmos is very good. This is probably one of the best combos of visuals and audio sounds. So, yeah, Annihilation. Wonderful Dolby Atmos. I love this movie, one of my favorites, and that's it. Wonderful. Oh my goodness, man. So immersive. Love it in Dolby Atmos. Fantastic. This Dolby Atmos was only released in the United States, and that's Talk to Me. Again, I don't know why it's only the Dolby Atmos is only in the region A, but fantastic, must own, fun movie to listen to. And if you love the movie, which I do, it's my favorite horror film from last year. This is a must own. So yeah, Talk to Me. I mean, this movie is so damn fun to watch. I bought it twice, man. And I'm talking about Evil Dead Rise. This to me was my favorite. I want to say was my favorite audio experience. It goes with All Quiet Along the Western Front, but amazing, simply amazing Dolby Atmos experience. Must own. Oh, fantastic, man. Yeah, not enough adjectives to go to describe this film. So get this film now. Just watched this the other day, and I love the experience with Saw X. Saw 10, fantastic, and I love listening to this film. I just love it, man. I loved it. I truly did. And I highly recommend people get this movie and just to experience the Dolby Atmos. So, yeah, fun movie if you like those type of gore movies. And this one, man, prepping for this video, I just could not stop thinking about this movie and what was one of my favorite movies to listen to. And that smile just kept popping up. So it's in this video. Smile is a fantastic movie. One of my favorite modern horror films, but the Dolby Atmos to this film is very effective, and I highly recommend it. A little old school, and but I'm going to bring out the new one as well. I'm going to go with Candyman and the new one, Candyman. Horror. This movie, y'all know this is my favorite movie, but this is a fun experience with the Dolby Atmos, with Philip Glass's score. Oh my goodness, man. I just simply love it. Scream Factory and Arrow Video did a fantastic transfer with the video and the Dolby Atmos. It's just, just a fun experience. And the new one, Candyman. This one came out 2021, I believe. This movie just kept growing on me, and I just love this movie now, and especially with the Dolby Atmos, the at-home experience is just fantastic, and so I highly recommend Candyman. Get this movie, must own. The next movie is actually right here, and I'm talking about Frighteners. I mentioned how much I love Turbine, and to me, this is Turbine's best 4K all around. This Dolby Atmos to me is just reference. Oh my goodness, man. I highly recommend finding and get this movie. I got it from Diabolic. You can get it on the Turbine website. Must own. Yeah, it's just, oh my goodness, man. Amazing. Reference to me. In my opinion, reference Dolby Atmos. Amazing. Speaking of amazing international horror films, I'm going to go with It Follows from Second Sight. This was originally released with, on Blu-ray. It was just a 5.1. Second Sight did a 4K last year, and they just went all out with this release. The Dolby Atmos is so fun to listen to. Oh my goodness, a great double feature is It Follows along with Smile. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful release. And this Dolby Atmos is very, very fun experience. I can't end the horror genre without these films, and I'm talking about A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place 2. The height channels to these films are fantastic, and I highly recommend getting these movies. Yeah, just a fun experience at home. It really is, guys. It's so good. So highly recommend it. You know what? I almost forgot. This movie is fun, and I'm talking about Brightburn. When Kent, little psycho Kent, is flying around getting those people. This is a great experience, man. Highly recommend seeing this movie and obviously owning it. But Brightburn, must own. Very fun experience. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm going to do it. I didn't think I was going to make a very long video. But you know what? I'm down to my last stack of the movies that I thought I would like to bring in this video. And I'm just going to say, screw it. I'm going to bring them in. And so, yeah, these are all great movies, and I highly recommend it. And I swear this is the end of the long list of movies. You're probably like, Frank, in the damn video. But you know what? I'm just gonna put these all in the video, and this might be the definitive Dolby Atmos video on YouTube. I'm just saying that. Just joking, guys. Check all the other content creators out. I'm just one of many who have, these type of opinions. That being said, Blade. Guys, this is one of the best comic book films of all time. Blade resurrected Marvel. That's for damn sure. But the Dolby Atmos to this is fantastic. The club scene when Wesley Snipes is throwing this little boomerang thing that get all those dang vampires. Wow. Just a fun experience. Blade is a must own. You guys know I love my natural disaster films. So I'm going with 2012. I think this is reference, man. When I think of Dolby Atmos, I think of 2012. I love this crappy movie, but it's my crappy movie, and I love 2012. Just watched this not too long ago, and the Dolby Atmos was just so fun to listen to. Another one is, get back. I'm talking about War of the Worlds. I really like this movie, and I love the Dolby Atmos. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Very fun. These movies I'm going to combine, and that is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and the second one, Spider-Man Across the Universe, or Spider-Verse. I knew I was going to do that. Fantastic films, and yeah, to me, these are the best animated films ever. I mean, I just really love these films. So, must own. talked about these before, but that, that's Avatar and Avatar The Way of the Water. And yeah, these are fantastic films. And yeah, those are really reflective. Whoa. But must owns. Obviously, you don't have to get these versions, but get these movies, man. Dolby Atmos is fantastic on the theatrical cuts. Dolby Atmos is only on the theatrical cuts. Just had to say that to remind people, and honestly, kind of remind myself. But yeah, Dolby Atmos, fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, the Batman. Guys, this is one of it's one of my favorites, man. The bass rumbling on the Batmobile, that car chase scene, the rain in this, yeah, fun experience. Love listening to this movie. Yeah, when I think of Dolby Atmos, I think of the Batman. Also, Ambulance. Yeah. Fun. I mean, it's a Michael Bay movie, so you're going to get yourself into a very action-packed film. But the Dolby Atmos is very, very good and highly recommended. Yeah, helicopter scenes. I mean, great Dolby Atmos. And since, honestly, I just brought up Michael Bay, I'm just going to throw it in there. Is all the damn Transformer movies. Bumblebee was pretty good too. I mean, Transformers franchise. I mean, it's just a banger. Speaking of bangers, I'm going to go with Scott Pilgrim. Oh my goodness, man. I love Scott Pilgrim versus the World. One of my favorites. The music's awesome, and the subtle heights and the surrounds, it's just a fun experience. So, must own. There's also Suicide Squad, fun movie. Monster Hunter, very good. Bass is crazy good. Mission Impossible Fallout, and the new one, Dead Reckoning, very good movies to listen to. Dragon Slayer, this was a sneaky good Dolby Atmos film. Loved it. Almost done, guys. Batman versus Superman, fun movie. Dread, fantastic. Oh my goodness. And Moonfall, crappy movie but fun Dolby Atmos. So that's it. Those are all the movies. I did not expect to have a very long video like this, but I think just once I got going, I just went with it. Thank you guys for checking out the video. And thank you guys for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.